Some of you might have come across a diagram and a concept known as Maslow's hierarchy of needs. There's a person called Maslow, and he calculated what is it that all human beings need, and when do they need it, how do they need it. And he puts a pyramid. At the bottom of the pyramid is the most important things. These are the things that all human beings need, and once you get them, then you move to the next level of wanting, and then the next level of wanting. So he starts with what he calls physiological needs. The first thing he starts with is physical needs. Food, water, warmth, rest, shelter. Everybody needs that. Even animals need that. So he says, if you don't have anything in life, that's the most important thing that you're going to need first. You're going to need food, water, rest, shelter. The next need, once you have that, then you have the next level. So we're moving up the pyramid now. And the next need is safety. Once you have food and water and shelter, then you want to feel safe and secure. After you have safety and food and warmth and your basic needs are met, you move up to the next level. And then he calls this social belonging, because nobody is just happy with food and water and shelter. We always want something more. So he says social belonging is the next level. And that's where we want to have relationships. We want to have companionship. We want to have friends and family to spend our life with. Do we stop there? No, then we want the next level. And at the next level, he says, we want a feeling of accomplishment. I should be somebody in my life. So I should do something with my life. Esteem, self-importance, something that makes me feel like I've done something with my life. And he says, we still don't even stop there. He says at the top of the pyramid is something called self-actualization, where you feel like you've reached your full potential. Because even if you have money, even if you have hobbies, there's still emptiness. You always want something more. And he says the final is self-actualization, where you feel like you've reached your full potential. And this is where we do things like arts and music and all these things to really sort of fill our hearts. You know what's interesting? Maslow calls this needs. All human beings need this. The gurus have demonstrated that none of these are needs, but actually all of these are wants. We think we need all of these things. You know what Maslow hasn't included in that? He says the very first level is the need for food and water and shelter. There's one level below that, I think, which is the need to be alive. The need for survival. I need to survive. That's the most important thing. Even more important than food, we think we need to survive. How many of us have that feeling? We need to survive. You know what the gurus have demonstrated? They demonstrated even that's not a need, that's a want. And yet all living beings have this need. All of us have this feeling inside of us that we have to survive. There are human beings who have transcended all of these needs, even the need to survive. And we don't even need to go very far or look very far to see the examples of Gursikhs who have demonstrated that I don't even need to live. If time comes for me to die, I can die. Guruji says, "Jab aav ki od nidhan bane at hi ran mein tab jooj maro." When time comes, I should die happily. So the Bhagats and the Gurus are showing us a new model of living, a new way of living, where even being alive is not that important. The Guru says there's something more important than that.